So I want to talk about the absence of learning and then how, at least I've experienced, you lose output. So if you guys don't follow me, I try to read a book a week. I'm aiming for 52 books this year. I think I'm 2 weeks behind because I've had so much going on. I just came back from Whitehorse in Yukon. If you guys don't know where that is, one of the most northern habitable places in the world, probably one of the most northern cities beside like Fairbanks, Anchorage, and then Scandinavia. But anyways, I just came back from there for like a week and a half. Going to the city right now, see some family. Before that, what did I do before that? I was away again. I forget, but it's been like crazy weeks. But anyways, because I've been slacking on this, right? I haven't been reading or consuming, I should say, because I count, listening to audiobooks, listening to podcasts as learning, right? As reading. I haven't been learning for like an hour a day for probably 2-ish weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks. And I feel myself very evidently starting to lose my mental edge. So, one of the ideas that my mentors constantly talks about is like the idea of iron sharpens iron. So he advocates, I know a lot of people, they advocate for like, oh yeah, specialized knowledge. Very true. My mentor even advocates for that in the way where specialized knowledge can get you money, right? In today's world, it's a specialized world. You need to be really good at one skill. The easiest and best way for you to make money is be extremely good at one skill and, advertise it, right? Or not necessarily advertise it, but just become so good at one thing and then just do that. Now, my mentor also advocates, which is something that I think is easy for a lot of people to get twisted, is to also embark in like general knowledge, general wisdom. Now, wisdom and knowledge are slightly different, but he talks about becoming the Renaissance man. If you guys don't know what the Renaissance man is, I've talked about that before too. It's basically becoming adept in a lot of areas of basically, knowledge, right? Like you think of religion, you think of politics, you think of science, you think of music, you think of arts, you think of cooking, just anything, right? People talk about becoming a polymath. It's not necessarily becoming a polymath, but just become versed in a lot of things. Now, he advocates for that too, and there is huge benefit to this. Now, it's so much easier for me to just talk to you about the idea than I wish you guys could experience what I experience. But when I am quote unquote trying to become the Renaissance man, right, and I'm like truly learning for an hour a day, I feel myself so much sharper. I feel my articulation being better. I feel, what else do I feel? I feel my articulation getting better. I feel my ideas coming sharper. I think I already said that. But I feel like I have an edge, right? I feel like I have a mental edge. And having that mental edge is awesome. Like I tell you right now, when you're brainstorming stuff, a big habit, or not even habit, just the way I've transformed my life, because there's so much stuff I'm doing now, right? Just sitting down and just jotting down your notes, your ideas is awesome. Like, it is awesome. And even me, sometimes when I have a really good idea in a book, I'll write a mini essay about it. I never thought, well, in high school, I wasn't truly embarked on this journey. But, I'm writing essays now. I never thought I'd write an essay after high school. Now I'm writing essays for fun just because I want to learn this knowledge. Because I see the effect that learning stuff has on me. Like, it is incredible. But the idea I want to preface here is that I've been absent of that and I feel myself dulling down. Now, I don't feel myself getting dumb, and dumb is on a relative scale, but I feel way less on top of my game than I was before. I feel way just not as sharp. It's just, I know that I'm not learning, right? Because I don't feel that edge anymore, right? And I'm sure a lot of you guys have experienced this, right? Let's say you win a big competition, win something really big. You're on top of the world for however long it is, right? For me, one of my very first big competitions for badminton, it was an international competition. I was in Alaska, and I ended up winning silver. And that final day was probably one of the happiest days I've ever felt in my life. And it wasn't even just because I won, but my confidence, my attitude, just everything transformed into that. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make here is that you feel that, right? And then you feel once you lost it, right? Quote, better to have loved and lost than never loved at all. You feel that you were loved, and then it's gone, right? You just want to feel that. But the idea here is that once you feel that, right, you know that it's gone. And for me, that is extremely true. So the lesson that you guys can take away from this, learn, right? Learn, constantly improve. The best investment you can make is in yourself, right? Whatever that is. And I'm telling you, six pack in the body, but people often overlook a six pack in the mind as well. So that is something that everyone should consider, right? You should always be learning. Never be stagnant in in what it is that you're learning to do. Always be improving, and I tell you, you will have the benefits, right? The edge effect is real. The edge effect, or iron sharpens iron. One idea is going to sprout new ideas. Even if you learn about freaking cars, I'm telling you right now, if you learn something about cars, it is going to be applicable in some other way of your life. I don't know how, I don't know where, but it is going to benefit you, right? And another quote, I think it's Hermosi. Maybe it's not Hermosi, but it's better to do something, or if you don't know what to do, just do something, right? It doesn't matter if it's learning how cars work. It doesn't matter if it's Namibian politics. Better than doing nothing. Remember that. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you got some lessons out of that. And yeah, above all, stay wise.